Shine bright up all night, we're never slowing down. Fall in love, drunk mistakes, we're bound to hit the ground. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now. Do it like it's only today. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. And we don't care about the bad nights. If for a second I can feel like this, make me feel like this. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. And we don't care about the bad nights. If for a second I can feel like this, make me feel like this. Young blood made of gold, a mind you can't control. Running wild, can't come down. My head is in the clouds. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now. Do it like it's only today. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. And we don't care about the bad nights. If for a second I can feel like this, make me feel like this. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. And we don't care about the bad nights. If for a second I can feel like this, make me feel like this.
Hello. How is everyone? How we doing? It is a Friday. Woohoo. We made it. We survived. We survived the week. How's everybody doing? How are we how are we faring? Ready for the weekend? Not ready for the weekend? What's the what's the vibes? Is it good morning, good evening? Yes, good morning. Good evening to us over across the pond. Oh boy. Personally, I'm ready for the weekend, but also not because I've got like a lot of chores to catch up on. Usually I'm like pretty good about keeping up with stuff, but this week, I don't know what it was. I think it was just, just because I started a new class, and so, expectations a little bit different with this professor. But yeah, basically I had to write like a whole APA formatted report on a 700-page case study, which was fan fucking tastic. I that was great, really, really great. So unfortunately, had a little bit of a heavier workload. You ready for the month end? Yeah, yeah, 700 pages. 700 pages. Currently, I am mobile digital forensics, um, like mobile devices. So, yeah, unfortunately, I had to sift through a 700-page case study on the first week of class. Now, my classes they're a little bit different than regular college courses. They're accelerated. So I take one class per month, and for 4 weeks, that is the only thing that I study. It's like what works for me, because I swear to God, if I have like a bajillion fucking subjects that I have to turn in stuff for and take tests for, it's rough, man. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty rough. um, but yeah, yeah, digital forensics. That's awesome. Yes, that is my I guess we call it concentration. I guess other people call it minor. So, what are they printing it on? A7 paper. You would think. You would think. I mean, front, if we're talking about front and back, it'd be like 350 pages, but 700-page PDF file. Because I sure as hell am not printing that out. Paper is too damn expensive, and so is printer ink. We cannot be doing that. I guess going through a PDF also makes it a little bit easier because I can just, search for things. So that's fun. Whereas if I had it like fully printed out, like I'd be screwed, man. I can't. Oh gosh, I'd have to go through like 6 different highlighters just for this case in that sense. Is there a bunch of like diagrams and graphs? Yeah, so court transcripts, diagrams, essentially like a methodology of how they conducted the investigation. Like it was just a full workup of the process front to back of them taking stuff off of this phone. And then also like how it was used in court, like how the evidence was used, because part of the job with digital forensics and stuff like that is kind of like knowing what they might be looking for. Um, Especially like the prosecutor and everything like that. You have to really give them you have to have a reason to arrest somebody. So like making sure you cover all your bases and you know what you're looking for, that type of thing. You were choking on Pepsi from laughing at kitchen nightmare videos. That is something. That's something. I feel, you know what, that's a good Friday activity, I think. It's a pretty good Friday activity. Was it like him calling people idiot sandwiches, or like what was the roasting people on their beef Wellington skills? I love the video of him doing the Minecraft cooking stuff. I think it's so funny. Um, that one's a good video, but gosh, kitchen nightmares. I also like those like bar rescue. Bar rescue is pretty good. Although it's a little a little scary, not gonna lie. Like ooh. The longest book you ever read was 668 pages. Oh god. Yeah. I did see Nitro Nick, I did see your chaos Jet Girl theory that you post actually right before this. I gave you a like on it because it's so funny. I can't confirm nor deny whether or not that is part of Josie's master plot for world domination. But you know, all I'm gonna say is you might be onto something. But yes, yeah. I am, you know, I know I teased it a little bit, but for those of you who did not see, VFleet, we may have a new member joining us soon. We did a little bit of a hint. So if you want deets, go over to the VFleet Twitter page. But yeah, that is also super exciting. But yeah, I can't confirm nor deny whether that's part of Josie's plot for world domination. Maybe not. Hello. Yes, we're gonna go be a menace in Untitled Goose game as per usual. A blank picture? Shouldn't be a blank picture. Or, I mean, you can try going to any one of the talents page. We all should have reposted it. So maybe you'll be able to see it then? I don't think it's a blank page. Let me go check now. Now I'm curious. What happened? No, it's not blank for me. I can see it. I can see it. So alrighty. Well, I guess we'll fire up the old game, you know. Oh no, because of stuff. Ah, I see what you did there. Ha ha hee hee. That's true. Sometimes you do see it, sometimes you don't. Alrighty. I am going to fire up the game. I'm going to give you the warning again. Transition can be loud. We still don't know why. Still not getting decent data on that. I seriously don't understand it. So, all right, we are switching in 3, 2, 1. Alrighty. You know the drill. Rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. How bad was it today? It's getting louder. And then somebody said it's a 4. Okay, Nitro Nick. How high, like, how high is your volume? Are you okay, friend? Please preserve your hearing. As somebody with hearing loss, please preserve your hearing. Oh gosh. Yeah, don't be, you know, don't be blasting your eardrums out with Twitch, please. I can't remember if I think I played with my controller last time, so let's do that, you know. So what was that? Okay, you're not using headphones right now. Okay. The data we really want is from the headphone users because yeah. Okay. For a second there I got scared. I was like, where'd our save go? Okay, last we left off, we ended up in the neighborhood. And I thought we uncovered, you know, like a little bit of a, Oh, we're back on the other side. Because the last time we played this game, I, like, got myself trapped in the other lady's yard. And I couldn't get back. But then again, we're having some weird save issues with at least Fun Friday games, or Friday Fun games. Which sucks. Alrighty. So, we need to make someone break the fancy vase, help the woman dress up the bust, make the man spit out his heat. Okay, so it did save part of it. fucking weird. Okay, anyway. Get dressed up with a ribbon. Make the man go barefoot and do the washing. We need to wash a bra, a pair of socks, slippers, and we need a bar soap for that. So... Eve is goosing around. Do not leave your house. I wonder... Oh, did he kick us? I think we need to get him, like, completely barefoot, which means we need to steal both of his slippers. I guess. Yeah. Yeah, we need to steal both of his slippers. Which I guess means we're gonna have to be quick about this. Don't mind me. Do not mind me. We just want this. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. Oh. He keeps kicking us. It's not nice. Just want you to touch grass, man. He said no. We're not allowed to have that. You can... Oh. Okay. Remember, kids smoking is bad. Oh, gosh. Oh, goodness. I don't know how we're gonna get his other shoe. Because as soon as we grab one shoe, he just gets up. I didn't even go near you. But at least that much. And we can only grab this shoe. I will walk away then. We can only grab one shoe at a time. I don't know, maybe we'll have to like really sprint with the shoe. Speaking of hearing loss, they're now cutting concrete right next to me. Oh man. I don't want to get trapped in the other lady's yard, you know. Oh, maybe if we take the shoe and put it in the water over here. You know. I think that could be an option, and then that might give us the option to grab the other shoe. Shoe goes shit. I'm totally not thinking of stealing your shoe, sir. This is, you know, just a goose. Minding my own business. Stealth goose. Oh, he is gonna grab his shoe. Okay. Well, that didn't work. I figured, you know, maybe. Maybe. I guess we can't open the gate. I wanted to open this gate so that as like a, you know, God forbid we get stuck again. Because I think... I mean, there's got to be another way back into his yard, even if we go into the other yard. I just don't know how. No problem, sir. We're just minding our own business. You know how it goes when you're a goose. And you know, plan on making everybody's life kind of a living hell. Oh gosh. It just, you know, it do be like that sometimes. Wait until she reaches for a knife? Okay. Well, just kind of wanted to do a little exploring there for a second. I really don't know how we're gonna get his other shoe, to be quite honest. I thought that like pond thing was really gonna work, where he just wasn't gonna get his shoe from the pond. But that was not the case. That was not the case. I mean, I wonder if we take the shoe into the lady's yard. I mean, that means we do have to find a way to the other side. To the other yard. Okay. She hasn't noticed that. Just minding my own business, sir. Not doing anything. Oh! I promise. I promise. No! Shit, she patched the fence. No, you will not put your shoe on. I don't, yeah. Huh. This poor guy, man. He's just trying to drink his tea in the garden. Here I come. Trying to ruin fucking everything. Oh god, why are we stealing his shoes again? It's one of the objectives. So, again, we have to make someone break the fancy vase, help the woman dress up the bust, which she has like whatchamacallit, a goose bust thing, in her garden. So that's what it's talking about. Make the man spit out his tea, which we already did. Get dressed up in a ribbon. Make the man go barefoot, and then do washing. So that is what we're trying to do. I'm just gonna make the executive decision that we are going into this lady's yard. You know, a little breaking and entering, as per usual. You know, what's this? Oh, it's like a little windmill thing. What fancy vase are they talking about, though? That's what I'm wondering. Talking about a fancy vase. If you were a defense contractor, who would you be? Oh god. I mean, the coolest defense contractors I ever worked with were Navwar. So I'd probably just stick with them, man. They were some cool ass people. Yeah, not something I really ever thought about. If you were a defense contractor, what do? They work on ships. That's their main thing. They get on ships. For the IT side, at least, they work on quite a array of different systems, and they usually have a specialty. So hello. The ones I worked with usually worked on intelligence systems, and so they were pretty cool. They're all usually retired or have prior service. Normally the one guy I worked with, he was a ranger, and then there was another guy, he was a greenside expeditionary version of my job. He was super cool. So yeah, I'd probably just work with them. Which one works on Oscar? None of them work on Oscar, unfortunately. None of them work on Oscar. Right. So... I still don't know where this fancy vase is. It's somewhere. Oh, what's in this drawer? Hold on. Oh. Run away, run away, run away. Sorry about that. You didn't put your IKEA furniture together correctly, ma'am. Hello! Hello, Anarchy Raid! How's it going? I just broke this woman's whole fucking gardening bench. Right. Was the drawer held together by hopes and dreams? I think so. I literally just pulled out the drawer. Ma'am, to be fair, you didn't put any fucking screws in that. Like zero. But hello, welcome Anarchy Raid. I'm Eve80. I'm the USS Enterprise, future USS Enterprise, and past. How was your stream? What were you guys up to? How was the I just want to do this just for old time's sake. Perfect. He said, man-made horrors beyond comprehension? Oh. Okay, yeah. It's a pretty good, pretty decent topic. That is unfortunately the topic of... over here as well. I cannot escape that topic. But yes, yeah. Yup. It do be like that. I have to be good. So. I have to be good. But, yeah, pretty much. Contemplating man-made horrors within our comprehension? Somebody said beyond comprehension. You're saying within comprehension. On the plus side, emus came up at the end. This is... Wow. Why does... Oh, okay. Alright. I just gotta say it. We just started this game, and they were not this mean last time. This lady and this man. Just saying. Just saying. I mean, I know I like, fucking removed... Like, I destroyed her IKEA furniture. That was held together with absolutely no screws, no glue, like nothing, but still. We're talking about certain frozen water department. Certain officials removed entire senior leadership JAG core. Yes. And the potential consequence, yes. Now we're here for fun. Okay, well, perfect. This is Fun Friday, where I just play a game that's really, you know, because dear God, we need it. Fair. Usually on Fun Friday, I play an indie game. Unfortunately, right now, I am on my laptop, which does not like any game except for like this game and a few others. So we're playing Untitled Goose Game again, and we are absolutely you know, tormenting this these people in their neighborhood. It become ungovernable. Oh gosh. Oh goodness. Can we... Oh. Where would this look better? You know, I feel bad since we destroyed her furniture. Honk for morale. Yeah. There you go. Become a goose. Solves problems. Bruce PTSD. To be fair, one of the objectives was to make him spill his tea by ringing that giant ass bell over there. So, I do believe he may have the spicy nostalgia. Poor guy. I know how that one feels. Doesn't feel great. So I think he, you know, but I'm really, you know, I really do feel bad about this lady's gardening bench that I absolutely destroyed. Because again, like, how do you have no screws in this? Like, you see, there are screw holes. Like, you can, oh, maybe I'm blocking. I might be blocking. Anyway, there are screw holes. Like, you could see them. But there were 0 screws. So what did you build this with? Like, what? Yes, we ring the bell and it pours the tea. Just not in a harbor. in the poor man's yard. Can we do some more breaking and entering? I guess not. You know, a little B&E action, you know. No? Damn. Damn. I mean, these people's door is open. So, I mean, we could. But I don't know how to get to their yard. Oh, gosh. I don't, like, what the f... We can't... Open the gate. Okay, you've never actually played this game. Okay, so the Untitled Goose game is just a goose. We are Goose, and we have to be an absolute fucking menace. We do have some objectives, though. So each area has its own objectives. Last area, we bullied a little nerd kid. Which I still kind of feel bad about. But anyway, our objectives for this area are make someone break the fancy vase, which I don't know what the fancy vase is, but we're gonna have to figure it out. Help the woman dress up the bust. Get dressed up with a ribbon. Make the man go barefoot. And do the washing. So we have to put a bra, a pair of socks, slippers, and a bar soap somewhere. I guess a wash tub? But, yeah, I mean, I already see the bar soap and everything. I just don't know where we're supposed to put them. But, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Where could we take this? Oop. I don't want her to see me. I want to do the washing. Oh! Oh, no! She didn't like that. She did not like that. Tasty soap, yeah. I need soap for my mouth. I just don't know where we're supposed to take the washing stuff. Can we dress up the goose ourselves? Here you go. You can have a bra. For you. It's got an underwire. It's probably some great support. Oh, okay. Listen. Just trying to make sure that my fellow goose's back doesn't hurt. And is supported. That's it. Oh, gosh. Oh, this is the fancy vase, I assume. I just don't know how to break it. Evidently, it is a pretty strong vase. It uses titanium pecs. That goose might have titanium pecs. I don't know. We don't know. I don't know how we're supposed to... I just keep walking around. Oh gosh. It's a good yapping game, though, because it's just, you know... Alright, can you fucking stop kicking me? Shit, dude. Just trying to break your fancy vase. It's a good yapping game, because... Kinda... There's a little bit of thinking, but... Steal the broad, dump it in homie's yard. The problem is we can't get back over there. So the way that we got back over here was by untying the ribbon on the other side. But now I can't get back over there. So we're like kind of trapped in this lady's yard. Said, if you live near a Marine Corps base, make sure to pass out bars of soap on Halloween instead of crayons. No, crayons all the way. Crayons all the way. Can we use the ramp? The ramp? Wait, what ramp? Honestly? Oh, shit. The broken IKEA. You right. You right. Ha ha ha. I see you. I see you. Nice work. Damn. I didn't even think about that. Good shit. Alright, so now that we're back in his yard. Oh gosh, yeah, we have to make someone break the fancy vase. So I guess it can't be us. It has to be someone else who breaks the fancy vase. I guess I should have read that more carefully. I think the laundry's done in the bird bath. I think maybe the laundry might be done here. This is the only running water, you know? Usually, so like, the thing is when it says like, to collect a bunch of things, it says put in the basket, or like bring to the picnic blanket, but it doesn't really give us any idea about how we're supposed to do the washing. I feel like it's this little pond fountain thing he's got going on in his garden, you know? Give the vase to the old man and scare the old man. Oh, okay. Okay, I see where this is going. Okay, we're gonna have to... I don't know why I decided to go that way. She's waiting for us. She already knows. She already knows. She's like, damn, this goose. Perfect. Perfect. Oh! Or he just yeets it over the fence. What are you looking at me for? You're the one who yeeted it over the fence. A good neighbor would have called the other neighbor over and said, "Excuse me, ma'am." Oh god, we're really out here just starting neighborhood feuds. Like... Well, I didn't know he was gonna throw it. I genuinely thought the bell thing was it. But I guess that makes our job that much easier. Alright, help the woman dress up the bust. Maybe if we take some of his clothing items over to the other goose, she'll want to dress up the other goose. That's all on bro. Truly it is. Like, that was... That's such a stupid move, man. You threw it over the fence without a care in the world. It's always the goose's fault. Right? Right? I still don't know how we're gonna make him go completely barefoot. I truly thought... Oh, he didn't come grab it this time. Last time he came and got it out of the pond. Okay. Guess bro is blind. No, last time he did, like, you know. Last time he pulled it out of the pond and put it back on. Because that was my original attempt at this was, okay, I'm going to throw his shoes in the pond. Because that sounds like a solid idea. Oh, I need him to do that again. Pick up your foot again. Okay, alright, shit. I'll leave you alone. Reset yourself. Okay, alright. I have to be quick about this. I want him to pick up his other foot again. You did it the last time. Shit, dude. Can I have this, actually? I don't know where we're gonna put it, but... He is not going to... Okay, I thought... Can we bite his toes? Probably. No, it doesn't look like it. It's not giving us the option to bite toes. Honestly, that was not a sentence that I thought was gonna come out today. Oh god. We're almost let intrusive thoughts win. Truly, truly. I really need him to pick up his other foot. This official Eve to VFleet. I unfortunately have already been indoctrinated into that. Bring it to him? Bring his slipper to him? And he's just gonna put it back on. We need him to go completely barefoot. Right? Yeah. I don't... Pick up your other foot, dude. Come on. Let me steal your other slipper. Give it to me. You ain't beating the feet allegations anymore. Can we... I just want you to pick up your other foot, dude. Okay. I guess there's gotta be another way to get his slipper off. Hit him. I don't... Yeah, we can't really hit him. He's more of a hitting us type, you know? Let me get that slipper, bro. Let me just get the slipper. Yeah, he's not gonna let me. Alright, we gotta think of a different way. Gotta think of a different way. Steal his paper, then walk? Ooh, yeah! That is a good idea. Oh, I want to pick it up, please. I still love how the piano music will just get more aggressive. Come on. Oh. No. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get the paper so we can throw it into the water. Oh, no. Get in the water. No, and he got his other slipper. Oh, there we go. You're gonna just walk around with wet slippers, dude. I guess he just walks around with wet-ass shoes, man. The fuck? Okay, I mean, you know, to each their own. To each their own, I guess. I personally, you know, don't like walking around in wet shoes. But that's just me. Yeah, they make waterproof newspapers now, absolutely. Oh, she fixed her vase. That's nice. That's nice. I'm gonna steal your soap real quick. Because I want to see if we can find where we need to put the soap. I'm gonna guess the pond. So I guess we take it. Go read your newspaper again, bro. Ugh. I don't want him to catch me with the soap, because if he catches me with the soap, then he is going to take it away from me. And possibly throw it over the fence again. So. He changed the foot? I don't think he did. Okay, yes, we do need to wash it. Oh, it also marked off the slipper. You're not gonna take my bar soap. I guess that also means we don't necessarily... Oh, no, we do have to... Oh, when drinking tea? Oh, okay. So we do kind of have to wait for him to go through his cycle. He yeeted the bar of soap over the fence again. He's a horrible neighbor, man. It would take, like, all of 2 seconds to, like, tell this lady, hey, man, like, I've got your soap. If you want to reach over this fence that we are both, you know, shorter than. I'm not doing anything, I promise. You know. How did he not notice that, dude? How in the fuck did he not notice that? I mean, at least he's returning the items. Yeah, but like, he's... Don't mind me. I'm going to the bird bath. Don't worry. Don't worry. Totally not gonna wait until you switch feet when you're, you know. Thank you, Lord of the Smurfs. Thank you. All right. I'm making a rule. If people gift subs, you get shoulders. So you get shoulders for 5 minutes. 5 minutes of shoulders. Because 5 subs were gifted. Thank you so much, Lord of the Smurfs. Alright. Ah, there we go, there we go. So, wow, clip that. Clip what? I don't want him to take back his other slipper, because we need that. Go back. Go back to what you're doing. Go back to what you're doing. Ah, gifted. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, that's 7. You guys get 7 minutes. 7 minutes of... Oh, he found his other slipper. Shit. Oh, gosh. Right, so I don't know how we're gonna get a hold of this bar of soap and get past him again. Hey, Mo. I don't know how we're gonna get past him to the point where they can... The bar of soap is gonna stay there, you know? You know? I need her to walk away from this easel real quick so we can stealth mode. Because I know I can probably get the bra pretty quickly. The bra and the socks, you know? Especially... Oh my god. Get into the yard, dude. We don't have a sub-goal set up. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Shut the thing again. Also, is it just one sock or do we have both socks? Do we have to get both socks? A pair of socks. Yeah, we're gonna have to get both socks. She's like, where's my bra? This poor lazy. This poor lady. Oh my god. Have fun being a menace as a goose. Well, thank you, Lord of the Spurs, for stopping by. I appreciate it. Okay. Let's see. Okay, she's leaving now. Perfect. We do the same thing that we did before. The bar soap is going to have to be last, I think. Okay. Or... Oh, she's coming back. She's coming back. She's coming back. She's probably gonna notice her washing gone. Yep, yeah. She's like, fuck, where did my socks go? How does this happen? We might have to get the bar, the soap, this... I don't know. She really dislikes nails. She really does. Now that, yeah, that is a good point. Her IKEA garden furniture held together with hopes and dreams. This fence that's held together with a ribbon. Yeah. Okay. So we got the soap. The problem is, I need to get it past this guy. Otherwise, he's gonna come over to the pond and retrieve everything, and we don't want that. Like I said, I think the soap is gonna have to be last. So I guess how far can I go with the soap without him noticing? How far can I go with the soap? Just beyond the fence? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. You know, we put the soap somewhere easy to reach. Oh shit. Is he gonna find the soap? We might be able to... Oh, he noticed. Shit. Just focus on your paper, bro. Focus on your paper. Oh, he's still gonna go for the soap. Hold on, I need to save this, because otherwise we're gonna have to start all over again. Or not, he's gonna throw it over there, actually. Okay. Never mind. We might not have to start all over again. Alright. Well, I do know that we can get his slipper, throw it in the pond, and he won't go after it. Which is pretty fucking wild. I don't... Let's see. Okay. Or not. If he chases me, then he's gonna find all the shit. Oh boy. Don't worry, I don't have anything in your pond. There's nothing in your pond that you need to know about. There is nothing in the pond. You do not need to worry. I don't know why he didn't go after me that one time. It's pretty good though. I'm literally not doing anything. I'm just approaching you. I don't know how we managed to do that the last time where he didn't chase after me. Could be this sussy. Not doing anything, man. Just standing still like a statue. I promise I am not doing anything. Just had to make him think, you know. I've got to get it out of his... Has to be when bro moves the sandal. Like... Oh. Did he go over there and fix... Let's see. Oh, he's gonna run the goose as a pet. I think we do have to kind of distract him with something else that's been fucked with. And then he won't go after. But... like that might be the way. He's already very suspicious of me. He's very suspicious of me. I mean, rightfully so. We've been wrecking absolute havoc. What happens if you take one of his shoes into the alleyway? I don't want to take it into the alleyway because we need to get it into the pond. And so if I, like, take it out here, there's no way for me to get to the pond. Like, this, you know, I don't have access to. So it doesn't make it, it makes it very difficult. And like I said, we did do it before, earlier, where we got the sandal and he, like, gave up. So... So you see the movement he does with the sandal when reading the news story? Yeah, he kind of flaps it around. He's been doing it this entire time. Wait until he loses interest and then sneak past while he's reading? Yeah. You could try that, but I tried that with the bar soap and... Oh, he's gonna grab... Shit. I was gonna take it to the alleyway to see. No! Oh, goodness. I just don't want him to, like, I don't want to lead him to the pond to where he starts taking stuff out of the pond. You know? Um, I'm just standing here, dude. Stealth Goose. Okay. Now let's see if he loses interest completely. Problem is I can't see where he is. And I can't see what he's doing. Okay, he's reading his paper again. Oh shit, I didn't mean to drop it. Okay, we need to wait until he's reading his newspaper. And then we could stealth Goose. And then we can stealth Goose. Oh shit! Oh my god. Oh, and he found the bra! No! I'll take that back, please. Look, he's gonna yeet the bra over again. Except he's gonna do it very badly. I'll take his newspaper. Just because. Yep, there he goes. All our time at the academy wasted. Oh gosh. Is there a place I can hide everything? That's the problem. Technically, if I do what I did last time with the bra and the socks and everything like that, like, it is hidden to the point where he doesn't, you know, he doesn't give a fuck, but, like I said, there's no easy access to that area, you know? Like, I can't go through this gate. The easiest way would be to, like, hide everything here, and then go through the gate, but I can't get through the gate, so that sucks. No, he probably would not open it. He probably would not open it. Oh, now he's pissed. He's like, where the fuck is my paper? He's very upset about his paper. Well, I think I'm just gonna, you know... I honestly don't think, like, even if he saw his paper on the other side of the gate, I don't think he would open it. Which sucks. Also, this lady, she's got hella gates, bro. Like, she's got like 2 different types of gates over here. Let's see if he can dress me up in the bow, though. Let's try that one. Let's divert a little bit. Will you dress me up? Will you dress me up? In... No. She's gate maxing. I don't know what she's doing, man. She's got hella gates. Give him the newspaper back? I'm being petty. Give him the newspaper back in a little bit. Right now he doesn't get a newspaper. Ruined my master plan. My master fucking plan! Say she's gatekeeping. Oh gosh, real. Oh gosh. Gatekeeping is a bannable offense. BRB banning her. Alright. I do let's divert a little bit. We need to help her dress up the bust. And then we also need to get dressed up with a ribbon. So what the fuck? I just got back. No, false alarm. We're not banning anybody. We're talking about how gatekeeping. This woman literally has so many fucking gates in her yard. You're not banning anybody. You're fine. You're good. Eve said, and I quote, my master fucking plan. Yes, I had a master fucking plan. Let's go fuck up her bush a little bit. Not in that way. But quite literally. You know. Is it yo? Oh gosh. Sounds like it. Oh yeah, that is mine. I thought I had it on silent. Somebody. Yeah. What? Did that really come through? That's fucking wild, dudes. I love... Okay. I'm gonna rant a little bit here, right? So I put my phone on fucking silent when I stream, obviously. Like, it's on Do Not Disturb. And so, like, iPhone will tell you, you know, like, when somebody is on Do Not Disturb mode. Look at her being nosy. Hold on a second. Look at her. Dude. Hey, yo. What are you doing? Anyway, like I was saying, iPhones will tell other iPhones, like, hey, you know, what is she, Italian? iPhones will tell other iPhones, like, hey, so, you know, this person is on Do Not Disturb mode. Would you like to send anyway? Or would you like to call anyway? And, I happen to have family members who just say, fuck it. I'm just gonna send it anyway. Which is, you know, I guess it is what it is, but it is kind of annoying. I'm a big fan of boundaries, you know. I love my family. You know, they're absolutely fantastic, but if I'm on Do Not Disturb mode, it's for a reason. It's not because, you know, I don't want to talk to people. I'm, you know, either streaming or I'm in a lecture or I'm in a work meeting, you know, like, I don't know. I also read this study, and I talked to one of my friends who's a psychologist, who I think is really interesting. She was telling me about how, like, the, I guess, boomer generation, you could say, does not like headphones. Like they get, like, especially pissed off when younger people are wearing headphones. And I was like, why do you think that is? And she's like, you know, it's because they don't have access, like easy access to you. And you kind of get to set that boundary of like, I don't want to speak to you type of thing. And I was like, that is very interesting. Again, I don't know how, you know, how true that is, or, you know, but that was her, I guess, analysis of the study, which is interesting. You have a special ringtone for text messages that always gets my attention. Yeah, I don't really have a special ringtone. Just that ringtone though that you guys heard was weird. Like I've never heard that before. Definitely not one that I set up. So very interesting. The amount of spam calls I reject. Real. Oh my god. I keep getting this spam call from this like I guess medical office, and they actually I'm gonna see if he can open the gate. They will call me and tell me I'm in collections, but I'm not in collections. It's this guy who used my phone number. So they keep calling me, and I've told them like multiple times, like, because it gets fucking annoying. Like they call me at 1 a.m. this time, and eventually I got so fucking pissed that I picked up. I got a live person. I said, I am not this person. Like, please leave me the fuck alone. And yeah, they I'm gonna lead you to your newspaper. I don't know. They just like they just keep fucking doing it, man. They keep calling me at like 1 a.m. Yeah. No, they probably are scam callers. Like I wouldn't be surprised. I did look it up. It is an actual. Oh my god, is he gonna open the gate? They are an actual like collections company. So it's not necessarily a scam, but also I feel like it was because at one point the medical office was calling me too. I was like, this seems like a HIPAA violation. No, not 1 a.m. American time, 1 a.m. my time. They are operating on American hours, which means they call me at DGen hours my time. So, you know. Okay, open the gate. Okay, that's whack as fuck. That is absolutely whack as fuck. The fuck do you mean you just phase through? What the actual fuck? That's actually really annoying. It's actually super fucking annoying. You start bantering. That's what my grandpa does. This man makes it his fucking mission to just harass scam callers. Which, you know, good on him, I guess. He's older. That's his entertainment. But you said it's donations for Fraternal Order of Police. I don't get those. Luckily, it's just this one collections agency. And they are extremely annoying. Extremely annoying. But, you know, it just be like that sometimes, man. Totally not doing anything, man. We're gonna, I guess we'll, as we're talking about scam calls, we'll keep on keeping on. How the fuck did we get it into the thing and he didn't go after it? Yeah, calls basically ever. The other people who I said this yesterday, the prior service recruiters also call me. Oh, they're like I said, they're like a toxic ex, man. They just, God. They're like, re-enlist? You want money? I'm like, no. No, I'm good. You know, not really fit for duty anymore, I fear. So I don't feel like I'd be much help. But they still try. They still try. He said I look fit for full. Oh, God. I think we did it. I think we did it. I don't think he's coming. He's not. Okay. Oh my God. We did it. We did it. Now we gotta get the rest of the stuff. Yes, this... No, the hardest step is gonna be getting the soap past him. But, I mean, we just have to get it in the pond. Like, we don't have to... It doesn't have to stay there. Okay. My friend went in the German military. He was responsible for communication infrastructure. He told me how he set up the phone service. Yeah. We used to get spam calls to the ship as well. Absolutely no fucking karaoke stream. I've already said this once, said it before. There will be no karaoke here except for stress singing during Portal. And FPS games once I get my replacement machine up and running. But no karaoke stream. But anyway, I used to get spam calls to the ship all the time. Because in the Radio Shack we do have an outside line so that we can troubleshoot. And I guess the funniest one, it's not really that funny. It's kind of funny. There was this guy that called and he wanted to order an airstrike on a certain politician's house. And so like we're trained to respond to those types of calls. There's a certain form you have to fill out, you know. You have to fill out like a threat form, a verbal threat form. And I never ever thought that I would ever have to fill out one of those forms. And that was the day. And and I to this day don't know how he got the Radio Shack number, because the quarterdeck number you can find for certain ships, and this is not me telling you please call all U.S. Navy ships their quarterdeck and everything. Please don't do that. But there are certain ships that like post their quarterdeck numbers. I don't know how he got to the Radio Shack. He really should have gotten to the officer of the deck. But he didn't. So, oh, yeah, we're totally not taking your sock over. Shit. All right, I'm gonna have to go around. Because like I said, this is the fastest way. And also the stealthiest way to get the other sock in the pond. But yes, there are phone numbers that civilians theoretically could call. Again, do not do that. It's you know, it's not necessarily nice to the watch. But yeah, if they're in port, they do have an import contact number. But yeah, that was pretty wild, not gonna lie. That one was pretty fucking insane. But yeah. Requesting a drone launch. He apparently did it to other ships as well, because I did I did end up telling my friend about this. And they were like, oh, my buddy also said that he called them. And he called their quarterdeck. So like he was just going around to other ships and like calling them in the area. I mean, like all of that stuff gets submitted to NCIS. I'm sure NCIS handled it. I don't know where it went after that. I just assume that he probably he probably got himself put on a list at the very least. But getting himself not the CIA list. He'll get himself on the NCIS list at the very least. Maybe some other 3 letters. He was definitely stateside, which is why he would not be put on the CIA list. But yeah. So that was fun. That happened. On deployment, did you have access to phone numbers to let your family know when you were out to sea? Yeah, so my first deployment, there were payphones. He said, I wonder how many is asking for people for the poop deck. Oh gosh. So we had payphones, originally. And so we would, people could call with that and use a calling card. On my second deployment, though, it was a little bit different. We did have services. Shit. Oh, fuck. Through the soap. Damn you. We did have services that allowed people to text, so they took out those payphones. I will say, being in IT, like you're able to call home more often because, like I said, we have that line. It's not necessarily supposed to be used for that, but it is a trade-off of being in IT. You also are in front of a computer a lot of times, so it's easy to email. Your main source of communication with family members is going to be email. But for people who like worked on the ship for like 16 hours or like flight deck for 16 hours a day, I think the saddest part was seeing moms on Facebook asking like, hey, I haven't heard from my son for months and I don't know if he's okay. And like they are okay. But they just work a shit ton. There's no time. The chaplain also has an outside line, so if somebody is in dire need to contact their family, or they have a Red Cross that comes through. Red Cross message is for like family emergencies, wife gives birth, family member dies, that type of thing. It's up to CO's discretion about whether they send that person home or not, and also depending on the mission if they're able to send them home. They also have that option, and the chaplain can grant them permission for that. Is the phone line encrypted? Those phone lines are not encrypted, no. Nope. Flight deck sailors really do. Yes, they really don't. They don't get the credit they deserve, in my opinion. It said 16 hours is fucking nuts. So work description is work, eat, work, and sleep. Pretty much. Pretty much. Even like eating. Some people. Some people can't do it. Does someone listen in? Like listen into the phone calls? No, there's no Wi-Fi roaming on a carrier. we can listen into the phones. That there is the ability to do that. But obviously, like, there needs to be actual, you know, reason to listen into the phones. You know, like we can't just tap into somebody's phone. There's wiretap laws for a reason. The U.S. Navy is no exception to wiretap laws. The Navy is very picky about internet. Yeah, there's a certain reason why. And one of the reasons is due to MCON as well. The way that the ship gets services is through satellites. Shit. Yeah, there we go. The way that the ship gets services is through satellites. Obviously, that expands your threat footprint. So, you know, kind of have to be, Starlink, actually, that was one of my last projects before I left the Navy, was actually working with Starlink. But it's very controlled, and for good reason. Again, a lot to do with MCON. You don't want to expand your threat footprint, you know? Is it MCON mentioned? Sea Power Raw. MCON is an actual thing. Eagle Shriek, Screaming Eagle is also something that is a thing. Screaming Eagle is bandwidth control. But yes, you do need authorization to get it installed. Yes, that's true. Nobody is just throwing Starlink or throwing services onto the ship. Actually, there was a senior chief that recently got in trouble for that. She was, or maybe she was a master chief. I can't remember. Remy, I think, did you mention it in the Discord? Somebody mentioned it in the Discord. I can't remember if she was a senior chief or a master chief, but she spent the Chief's Mess funds on Starlink. And it obviously wasn't, wasn't sanctioned. The Navy did not know about it, and so she got in a fuck ton of trouble. But yeah, MCON has, or Sea Power has really good MCON. They expanded it recently. It would be awesome if they expanded it because there are certain levels of MCON. You heard Angry Cops talking about it? Yeah. Oh, okay. Mo says she was a senior chief. Okay. Trouble as in dishonorably discharged? I don't know what her sentence was, but it definitely made it out there. You are not allowed to put random random shit on the ship. You can't put random Wi-Fi, like you can't put hops on the ship at all. You know, there is a reason for everything. So, I don't know what her charges were, what they resulted in. I did not read the full NJP. But like, you can't have Wi-Fi? No. You can have Wi-Fi that the ship provides that is in like a common space, but not all ships have Wi-Fi. It's mainly big decks. My ship, we were one of the first to get Wi-Fi. Not the first, but one of the first. I believe the Carl Vincent was actually the first to start Wi-Fi, and then we got, second one. You can't leak classified documents onto the forums, War Thunder fans? What is you're gonna have to catch me up, okay? Because it's been a hot minute since I played War Thunder, or and I was never into the community. Why are we mentioning the War Thunders forums? I also just want to say, for anybody who, no, I do not know. The last time I played War Thunder was like, fuck, dude, I was before the military. So I don't know the memes. I do not know the memes. Casually leaking classified documents? Hey, yo, what? What? That was a thing? Or that is a thing, apparently. You guys are telling me it's still happening. Oh my god. Wait, when did this happen? I want to know if, like, I was, like, out to sea, which basically means I was living under a rock during that time. Even though I had a computer, like, it's still, like, shit connection. Can't really, you know. They leaked the F-15 recently. What the fuck? Oh my god. Wait, this is actually insane. It's happened multiple times. What the fuck? Oh my god, I did not know about this. People got hurt, but heard that specs are wrong and post classified documents to win arguments. Oh my god. Oh god. I just want to tell you that everything that I tell you guys in general, just to cover all the bases, can be found on Google. Is unclassified information, is part of naval strategy or whatever, and it's you know, taught in unclassified classrooms. So just so we're clear, you're allowed to talk about what I talk about on the war the War Thunder forums. Oh my gosh. Russia, China, US, and EU all had sensitive documents. That is nuts. That's actually nuts. Oh my god. Okay. So everybody was getting the fucking smoke. Damn. What the fuck is OPSEC? War Thunder fans, probably. Oh gosh. There was this military spouse who I was watching on TikTok, and she was making fun of other military spouses, and she said, "Hi, I'm a military spouse and I'm bound to break OPSEC." And I was like, I need that on a t-shirt. I just need bound to break OPSEC. Like that's just that on a t-shirt. Like a skivvy shirt, the brown shirts that people wear underneath their uniforms. That shit would go hard, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Just because it's so funny. Oh my gosh. Clippers, where are you at? I didn't know about this. Thank you guys for sharing this. Now I'm about to deep dive into when this happened, or when this started happening. Because I'm like I'm fucking stunned, yo. Absolutely fucking stunned. Oh my god. Oh, that's just so fucking crazy, dudes. It is kind of insane. Because the other part of this, right? I love how I stopped playing the game. This is just so fucking insane to me. The other part of this is you wanted to be right so fucking bad. You were about to risk fucking espionage charges. Just to own some other kid on the War Thunder form is diabolical. Absolutely, unhinged. Is classified that big of a deal other than yes? Okay. If we're talking about the US's classification standards, classified is the lowest, I wouldn't say lowest, but, it depends on the classification. Nothing is just classified. It also has a secondary classification where it's either confidential, or it's confidential no foreign, which means no foreigner can look at it, or it's secret no foreign, top secret no foreign, and then it also divulges into allied. So we can also specify if something let's say NATO can look at it, but another ally of ours can't. So there, it's fucking complicated. And then depending on whether it's confidential, secret, or top secret is how much danger it puts the U.S. in. So, like, top secret is grave danger to national security. So, it's a lot. It's a lot. These are often not just FOUO. Yeah. Yeah, I figured from how you guys were speaking, this was like actual like tech documents. But is edit classified to be declassified, but after checking it with UK Defense Ministry, it turns out the thing was still very much classified. So there is a way that we are able to tell whether information is classified or not. Like you run it through a program essentially, and the program will spit out how much of what was leaked is, you know, sensitive information and what type of sensitive information it is. That's kind of how they judge how bad a leak is. It's great, fan-fucking-tastic. So you have to run it through that, and then obviously, whenever somebody actually does that, you have to find their motive. Owning kids on the War Thunder forum, you're not going to get much sympathy from a judge for that. Like, that is absolutely fucking insane. Like, absolutely insane. God, you genuinely cannot make this shit up. I did not know about this shit. Like, I don't know. I knew about the Discord leaks and like everything like that, but like I never fucking thought. So many service members leaking documents of their favorite vehicles on War Thunder. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Nothing is that serious. Let me tell you. You know, there's some things people say that I'm like, that is absolutely wrong. And there are people who are confidently wrong with me every single day. They're like, you know, and yeah, I'll get a little, you know, triggered because like, I'm like, I literally had somebody on Twitter at one point tell me I was wrong, even though what I was showing was from my ship. They dirty deleted it. They told me I was wrong, and I was like, I worked on the ship. The fuck do you mean I'm wrong? And, you know, it's still, nothing is that serious to where I'm like, I've got to own this guy so bad on, on Twitter that I'm going to leak, you know, documents, technical documents outlining exactly what, you know, what this is about. God, you should have seen what happened last night on Discord. Ooh, what's the tea? At this point, we're not even playing the game. We're spilling tea, which is fine. Which is fine. This is Fun Friday. Like I said, it's a good yap game. But I gotta know what happened. Oh, God. You posted a quote from Command and Conquer Generals for F-117. Wait, what? We didn't play the game to begin with. Yes, the fuck we were. We got a lot of shit done on this list. You see this? This is all fucking... Look at us. This is... We did all of this. So yes, we've been playing the fucking game. It's just not that... It's not a high-pressure game. So he said... Stealth fighter ready for flyby. Tried to nerd me on it. Oh my god. Oh god. Lucy's secret mermaiding career. Self-control is key. Yes. Self-control is very much key. And like I said, nothing is ever that serious to the point where I feel like I need to I like absolutely need to you know, tell people they're wrong. I don't know. It's just it's weird. It is not that deep, I fear. It is not that deep. You just let them live in their ignorance. They will figure it out eventually. Just, I get it though. People being like confidently wrong about something and you're like, what the fuck? Like, you know, like what the fuck do you mean? I've actually worked on this shit before. I get it. It's quite annoying, you know. You think that all US aircraft carriers are made of cheese? Now give you the whole documentation of the ship. So's the moon. I hear the moon is also made of cheese. I'm taking his hat because I think we're gonna need it to dress up. You know, the bust. Obviously, you're not patriotic enough to protect the honor of American equipment from a Russian video game audience. Oh gosh, no. The thing I got triggered at this week though on stream, some of you were there to witness it, was when I was talking about how things the U.S. Navy likes multifunctional ships, you know, and you know, somebody said like, yeah, you know, the US likes multifunctional at the expense of making anything good. And I was like, bro, I go ham because I am a full you know, like, and it's not just coming from me, okay? I've worked with 27 nations, separate nations before, or separate navies. And each one of them has always said that the training that the US does is, you know, leagues beyond what they receive for their training. Because the Navy, or at least the US Navy, trains how they fight. Like that's the US military in general, the whole train how we fight thing is pretty fucking, you know, ingrained in everybody. So I will die on the hill that while something may not have the most technical, might not be like the most like technologically advanced, like best fucking thing on the market, you know, like it's the training that goes into it as well. That is very, I would say the Japanese Navy is very effective. I'm not saying they're not effective. Like that, absolutely not. Absolutely not. What I am saying, though, is that it's very different from how other nations train. And it's something that I have heard from multiple sailors. So, again, not trying to diss anybody's Navy, but if it's decent and reliable, then it's fine. That is also one of the one of the navies. It's almost like don't fix it if it ain't broke, don't fix it, which kind of sucks because they won't upgrade something until it's like absolutely run into the fucking ground. It could be at end of life and it still won't be broke. But damn sure we have training on it and how to fucking fix it and how to operate it. Yeah, some things do need upgrades, yeah. That's true. But at least we know exactly what to do. Oh, I didn't mean to. Shit, he's gonna get his hat again. Well, oh well. Oh well. Shit. But yes, essentially that is what I got butthurt over this week. Not butthurt, but like get triggered. Just because I know like how hard people work on the ship. I know how hard how much heart and soul they put into shit, so. The long history of keeping boats from sinking, whereby any logic they should sink. Honestly, that's also because damage control. I think I told this story before. Maybe not. Okay, see story time. So the one time I worked with 27 nations, as I said, was RIMPAC. And we were on pier right across from the Arizona Memorial. There was us, South Korea, and Peru. And unfortunately, something happened with one of the engines on the Peruvian ships, and it went up, like totally went up in flames. They did not have people or they didn't have enough people to fight that fire, so people who were on duty on the Lincoln, which was my ship, had to go over and help them out. They lost a lot of their food stores. They lost, obviously, an engine. That main engine room also fucking gone. So that was fun. We ended up giving them MREs and a whole bunch of other stuff. They weren't able to participate in exercise after that, which absolutely fucking sucks. But, yeah. Yup. That was a thing. And that's because we, quote, play firefighter, as you could say. At least once a week. Because you do firefighting, like you do a firefighting drill on your duty day, which is once every 8 days for carriers. Sometimes it's once every 4 if we collapse down. And then we also have general quarters drills, which also include fire drill. So, like I said, train how we fight. Woohoo. There's also that in the Bombay Richard. Luckily did not have to fight the fire on the Bombay Richard. Why? Because I was in quarantine. They thought I had COVID. And I did not have COVID. They actually called me while I was on Rob, my first class. And he called me up and he was like, "Hey, so you see that black smoke?" And like we could see the black smoke from Coronado Island. He's like, "You see this black smoke?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "What's going on?" He's like, "Oh, BHR is up in flames, and they're asking for people. Are you available?" And I was like, "Bro, I'm on quarantine. Like you guys put me on quarantine because my roommate had COVID. I didn't have COVID. But they locked me up in the barracks essentially." And I was like, the fuck?" So yeah. July 2021, that makes sense. I was on my 1 month workup. Pre-deployment workup. So anyway, they called me. I was like, how do you not know where I am right now? And that, like, I can't. Like, you guys have kept me locked up. I was like, I'll fight the fire just to get out of this damn room, because I had been in the room for 10 days at that point. I don't really know. Out of 14, I was like, break me out of jail. Honestly, I'll go firefight. Absolutely. Let's fucking go. Anything to get me out of the room. Oh gosh. Unfortunately, it did not happen that way. Just how many times do things catch on fire? If we're talking about the radio equipment behind my desk, I don't know, it was like once a quarter, man. Once every 13 weeks. That was great. I really had fun with that one. But it's actually more normal than people realize, things catching on fire on the ship. I understand that they were asking normal sailors to help with the fire. Asked Marines to help make it worse somehow. So after I left the boat, the Lincoln had a big catapult fire. This was the underway after I had gotten that sweet, sweet DD-214. Very concerned for my sailors when I found out. Holy shit. I immediately called Radio Shack. I was like, is everyone alive? Because this is absolutely bonkers. But one of my sailors complained that they called us all down to the to muster in the hangar bay because they had like hose teams that they were, you know, whatchamacallit, rotating out. That's what I want to say. So they had a bunch of groups. They broke them all into groups. And the one thing they said is like, there were Marines and squadron, so like non-ship's company, they're just ship riders, who looked so fucking lost. And at this point, like at one point the fire got so bad, they decided to muster everyone in the hangar bay and take full accountability of everyone on the ship, you know, just in case. And these motherfuckers were looking like they were so lost. like beyond lost. And he said that there was one guy or one girl who like came up from the berthing and was like, what's going on? I need to sleep. And he fucking looked at her and fucking absolutely ripped her a new one. Because what the fuck do you mean? There's a whole ass fire upstairs on the O3 level and you're worried about sleep? Like, the fuck? There's people literally passing out from, like, you know, either exposure to the smoke, or, you know, did she actually talk in that bratty voice? According to him, yes. Because when I talked to all of them on the phone, that is the exact impression that he gave, so I'm going to say yes. He's not... That sailor in particular, he's not one for dramatics. So if he put dramatics on something, I assume that it was in fact that fucking dramatic. But yeah, that happened. That happened. The Marines also lost as fuck. Had no idea what to do. Which, to be fair, they had never, you know, I'd say had never run into that situation before. Marines on carriers, fairly new, with the introduction of the F-35 Charlie, but, like, I don't think I would be able to keep my cool. Personally, though, I would have been up on my watch floor, probably preparing for the worst. Probably thinking of doing destruction on things. But, yeah. If I had to be in the hangar bay during that situation, I think I would go off on people. What the fuck are you talking about? You need sleep. God. People do be like that. But yes, fires, very common on board. It's one of the main casualties we prepare for. Not just because of, you know, big pew-pews in the sky coming down, but also because things just catch fire, dude. You know? Things just catch fire. But, yes. Why are you spamming in all caps in my comments? Or my chat? It's very fucking strange. Revy said, fuck that. Noise. I think that's the second time I think they did that yesterday too, and I ignored it, but I can't ignore it now. What the fuck? Yeah, I do assume ruining people's lives was as the Goose, but the all caps thing, you know, the all caps thing. Don't do that shit. It's just very aggressive. It seems like you're yelling at me. But then again, the only people I'll let it slide for are like Vietnam vets, old vets who don't really have great eyesight. Like I'll get text messages from people at my old VFW post who are Vietnam vets, and they text in all caps just because they can't see the screen. So those are the only people who get passes. Nobody else should be, you know. Nobody else should be throwing all caps in chat. Pretty fucking wild. Is it usually electrical based fires? Usually, yeah. They're the Class Charlie fires. There's also Class Alpha fires that happen, like, when people have things they shouldn't have on the boat and the batteries explode. Yeah. Use all caps when funny shit's happening. I mean, you get a pass because you're a mod. But if you're putting something in all caps, I feel like it's usually to get my attention to something. So... lithium ion battery moment. Yeah, you know, certain como se dice, because I don't want to say it, because I know like on certain platforms saying it can get you bananaed. But you know, people bring, let's just say if people bring mods, we'll say mods onto the ship. Obviously, those are not fucking allowed. Those have a tendency to explode. So, how involved were you in the veteran community, if you don't mind me asking? I'm still involved with the veteran community. This Goose says moves. I'm just walking around at this point. We're walking and yapping, man. I'm very involved in the veteran community on the outside of VFleet, mainly with VFW, like I mentioned. Fuck, how did you know? Yes, we are at 2 hours. I'm gonna let it go over a little bit. We're chilling. They increase the font size on the phone. I've done that too. Like at my old post, I would kind of help people with their phones and try to expand the font, but like they still can't see it. So we would just turn on like full like caps lock. Like there's a way in accessibility mode to put on just capital letters so that whenever a message comes through or they're typing, it's in caps. The problem is that the message also translates or transmits in all caps. So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, outside of VFleet, that is my VSO. I really wanted to do also Washington Week. So essentially the big VSOs will go to Washington and they'll lobby for different bills that go up. So the bill that went up with the VFW that the VFW was fighting for was we want reservists to be able to have GI Bill rights. And the way that the post 9/11 GI Bill is written is, you know, it's mainly for active duty, you know? So the bill that was written out and that was lobbied for was 1 day of training, which is one active duty day for reservists, should equal 1 day of university instruction, or 1 day of like technical school instruction, whatever school gets approved and falls under GI Bill, essentially. So 1 day, you go to drill 1 day, that equals 1 day of school that is paid for. Because currently, they don't do that. You either qualify for the GI Bill or you don't. So we want to make sure that people who are reserves or National Guard have that opportunity, especially considering that National Guard does deploy quite often. They, obviously they're under whatever state's governor, but they do serve overseas and they do go on deployments and they take on active duty days. But previously, if those days were under like a year, so if you were deployed for less than a year, it like kind of fucked with the GI Bill and your eligibility towards the GI Bill. So yeah, that is kind of what they were going for this year. And I really, really wanted to go to that, but the stars unfortunately did not align. I'm trying to throw this in the well. There we go. I thought I was going to get an achievement for that, maybe. But maybe not. Yep, we are at 2 hours now. I'm just chilling, man. Oh gosh. Although I should probably get off and call that family member back who decided to just say, fuck it, I'm calling. Jeez. Goodness gracious. Again, love family, but sometimes, dude, you're just like, what the fuck? I even heard the vibration for the phone. Yeah. I was like, I was just gonna ignore it. Like, I was like, oh shit, like, then everybody's like, is that a phone? It's like, fuck, I can't ignore it. I was trying to be a professional. The show must go on. Oh god. That's not what fucking happened. Alrighty. Let's go back to yapping then. I mean, we got quite a bit done on our list. We did not help the woman dress up the bust or get dressed up with the ribbon. Maybe next time we play this game, we can do that. But let's do our end of stream yap sesh real quick. All right, here's your jump scare warning. We're gonna transition. 3, 2, 1. Alrighty. Let me move you guys over again so I can see you. Alrighty. Did you jump? Oh gosh. How bad? I mean, yes, we've been yapping for the last part of this because I genuinely did not know about the War Thunder thing. So when he said July 2021, again, makes sense to me. I didn't hear about it. I was very much at sea, unfortunately. But that's absolutely fucking crazy. It's absolutely fucking crazy. She really didn't. I hope you guys know, like, when I even though I was in IT, I had access to the internet and everything like that, like, you're kind of in a bubble when you're out to sea. You don't really know a lot about what's going on in the world. For example, people on the TR, when they were out to sea and, the pandemic hit and stuff, like, they didn't really know about it until their captain told them. So unfortunately, you kind of get into a bubble. You know who you're gonna raid? Okay, drop it in there, Remy. All right. Anyway, let's do our Liberty brief. Is he really? I haven't pulled it up, so I didn't know what he was streaming. Oh gosh. Alrighty. Well, he's playing DCS right now. Anyway. Okay, so here's the deal. Okay, we will do more yapping about carrier stuff. Like I said, I don't think I've ever told you guys. I will always have a yap stream on my schedule every week. That is just because I know people have questions that pop up and stuff like that. So if you want to just write your questions down or something like that and then save them for that stream, absolutely do so. The other thing, you can also message me at Talent on the public Discord. If you're not in the public Discord, what the fuck are you doing? Get in the public Discord. It's a lot of fucking fun. We have a lot of fun there. Remy crashes out over people being confidently wrong. Anyway, as per usual, Liberty Call. Don't make a life. Don't take a life. Don't add or subtract to the population. If you're driving, don't drink. And if you're drinking, don't drive. Okay? That's a very important one for the weekend. Okay? Very important. And if you find yourself in jail, establish dominance as quickly as possible. It's been 70 days since the last week. Oh, I'm gonna... What the fuck? What are people doing over there? That is absolutely insane. All right, guys. Well... we can talk more about the fucking War Thunder form leaks another time. But I will see you all next week, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye!
Oh man, that's outrageous. No, Eve, come on. It can't always be. Oh, and I'm watching a ship get exploded. Eve, it can't always be one way.